सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यशिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनशम्भो भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम हरि ओम। 9th Anuvak we will read, page 27, Mantra Pushpam. Please repeat after me. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha आनन्दं ब्रह्मणो विद्वान् न बिभेति कुतश्च नेति एतगं हवावन तपति किमहं साधुना करवम् किमहं पापमकर्ममिति स य एवं विद्वानिते आत्मानग्गस्पृणुते उभे ये वैश एते आत्मानग्गस्पृणुते य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत् ओम शांति शांति शांति। नारायण। जेरॉक्स नहीं है क्या उसका? अच्छा, जेरॉक्स इज नॉट देयर। यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते। अच्छा, लास्ट नॉट देयर है। लास्ट पैराग्राफ, 9th अनुवाक। So, Narayan, we had seen that after explaining the point that there is something called Anand of Brahman, which is our own Swarup, which is the essence of our nature, which is called original Anand or Bimbhanand. These words I had been using this. So ultimately, the seeker, it is said here, he crosses the 5 Atmas. You heard yesterday, and this crossing is not the crossing, it's not physical crossing. So please know one point. Whenever the seeker and destination are different and distinct, whenever seeker and destination are different and distant, the knowledge of the destination is not enough. I give you certain place that I have to cross that place, and you showed me, okay, you go straight after Higginson's highway and you go straight, then you will reach Phoenix, and you have to turn after some time. So now by knowing this, I won't reach the place. I have to do some action. So knowledge must be followed by action. So, and this way, the knowledge here is of the route and not the destination. When I will tell you that you have to reach there, then you will say, how should I reach there? Then I will tell you, okay, follow this road, follow that road. if the Brahman was different than me, then knowledge alone won't take you to the Brahman. But here what is written, if you have seen, Saya evam vid, one who knows this. Evam means in this manner. Which manner? Oneness. Mahavakya. Which oneness? That what is in this Purush is also in the Aditya. That means Hiranyagarbha, the original Anand in the Hiranyagarbha and the original Anand in me is same. One who knows this. So, knowing means what? Knowing means no travel, no transformation is being talked about. When by knowing you can get something, that means it was already there with you. You have heard this principle many. So Jeev and Paramatma, this merger is not real actually. There is no real merger. It was a mistake that the Jeev felt. They are already one, but it mistakes that the Paramatma is different, distinct. And therefore one evam with, one he knows that he has not merged. That mistake has been corrected. The illusion of I am not one with Paramatma is gone. He has not merged. It's not a merging in time and space. But the illusion that I am different than that. Therefore, what is the meaning of moksha? Moksha is not an incident. It is not some kind of experience. It is not one experience. Because if you say experience, so experience is one experience is different than another experience. One is called experience, other is called knowledge. So I have experience of cold. That means there was a time when this experience was not there. Experience starts, experience ends. But knowledge will not start and end. 2 plus 2 is 4. This is not an experience. It's a knowledge. So this knowing that the original Anand in me and original Anand in the Hiranyagarbha is one, is not one of the many experiences. It is a knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge that I am that happiness which is not a part product of anything. Number 2, I am that happiness, I am not happy, which is all pervasive. Number 3, it is that happiness which is not in time. I had told about that. And therefore, this is not something, you have not attained anything in moksha. Moksha is not attaining something. The illusion that I was bound is gone. That is moksha. The illusion that I was bound is moksha. Like waking from dream to waking state is not one incident in the dream. It is not one of the experiences in the dream. It's a knowledge that I was never a dreamer. It's a realization. So, this is the point, if you remember. And this is written here. He crosses these 5 Atmas. I already explained meaning of crossing. So, this is the meaning. Crossing means he knows. He abides in that knowledge. He knows What he knows? He knows his limitless nature. And knowing his limitless nature, automatically what is limited is negated, is falsified. He knows that other things will be mithya. I hope this point is negated. And when this is negated, then automatically he alone is. This we saw yesterday. देखो एतम आनंदमयम आत्मानम उपसंक्रामति, till we saw. And when he crosses over Anandmaya Atma, then naturally there is only self is there. After that what happens is not written. After that what happens is not written because it is evident. If you remember, there were 3 questions which a student had asked. Well, I forgot what were the 3 questions. Tell me 3 questions. Huh? Brahman is there or not there? Good. Second question. If after death, Jnani will be reborn or not? And a Jnani, if he is reborn, then there is no point in studying. And if a Jnani is not born, then also there is no point because anyway I will be liberated. Don't forget what was going on. Upanishad has not forgotten. We may have forgotten what was the question, but now I remember after telling that. But don't forget the main point. As you study more and more, you will get more and more matured in your thinking. Now, where is the answer given of that? Answer has been given now. Where the answer is given? I didn't see any answer like that. 7 reasons were given to tell the Brahman is there. That I know. Other 2 I don't know. That I know. But other one, where is the answer given? I am telling you. I will tell you. Dhyan dena, please be careful. That question itself is a wrong question. How come it's a wrong question? It's a wrong question. Please be careful. It's a wrong question. Please note, wrong question can't have any answer. One thing you should be clear, that wrong question cannot have any right and perfect answer. What is the wrong question? Supposing somebody says, why I got this person in my life to trouble me. So what answer will be given? Well, that is your prarabdha is there. Well, but why my prarabdha is like that? Because you must have done an action like that to get that prarabdha. But why I did that action? You did the action because you did not know and because you had vasana. But why I had vasana? But here is a wrong question. Here is you are asking wrongly. You are asking the cause of ignorance. And ignorance does not have a cause. It is inexplicable area. Why God created the world? Wrong question. God did not create the world. Why didn't I meet you earlier? Again, you are asking the wrong question because your prarabdha is like that. So he is asking a wrong question. Why is it wrong question? It is a wrong question because you think Srishti is one thing, creation is one thing. And this Srishti gets dissolved in the Brahman, in Pralaya. Right? This is a wrong thing. While Srishti is there, still Brahman is there. The Srishti does not dissolve into Brahman in Pralaya. In Pralaya it goes to unmanifest. So Brahman along is with Maya. In Pralaya, Brahma and Maya is there. Maya is without the effect. And in the Srishti, Maya is with the effect. In the creation, supposing right now, still Brahman is same. So the dissolution and creation or manifestation is happening from the viewpoint of Maya or Avyakt. Brahman is untouched by that portion. Number one point. Second point is that please note, Brahman is a higher level of reality, or Brahman is Sat and Maya is Mithya. I hope you are understanding that. Brahman is Sat, Maya is Mithya. So, it is not that Mithya will merge into Brahman. The merging and emerging of the creation, which is happening in Maya, is a part of Maya, and Brahman is untouched by that. And if the merger goes, the seed of that karma phal and vasanas are still there. Example give me. Deep sleep. In the deep sleep, when you get up from the deep sleep, the tendencies which were there, you already have their tendencies. So you don't think that he will go into pralaya and after death he will be liberated because he is becoming one with Brahman. He is not becoming one with Brahman. At that time he is already one with Brahman. But he doesn't know that he is one with Brahman. In the waking itself he is one with Brahman. He has forgotten. So the Srishti, the liberation is not dependent on pralaya and a creation actually. Liberation is dependent on your knowledge and not pralaya. You are not going to merge into Brahman. You are going to get merged in the unmanifest. And that merger will be such that the seed remains and therefore you will come back again. This is the nature of the merger. It is not the merger like the ice has merged with the water. Then you cannot get back the same ice. It is a merger like my vasanas or my expressions have merged in my unmanifest in the deep sleep. So merger and emerger is taking place in the Prakriti and Brahman is untouched by that. And therefore your question was wrong because you thought that you merged in the Brahman and therefore you should not come out of that. A Jnani should not, anyway he gets merged with the Brahman. This question you associated your liberation with the merger. This was a wrong thing. Liberation is not with the merger. Liberation is because of your ignorance. Because of the removal of your ignorance. I hope this point is clear. And therefore, this question has been answered. By what? By what? By evam, with one who knows like that. Etam annamayam atmanam upasankramati tadapyesha shloko bhavati. If you understood, very good. If you have not understood, then also good. Don't worry about that. Well, I had no question actually. You put question and then I also get carried away by the question. And then you give the answer, which I don't understand. Either I understand question or answer. Sometimes understand answer, not the question. Sometimes understand question, but not the answer. My problem is like that. We really understand what the question and answer is. हाँ जी आप भी ऐसी बात करते हैं. Okay, I'll explain again so that you understand. In the waking state, I feel I am, or in the dream state, let us go to the dream state. You will understand better in the dream. I felt I am in a jungle and I am suffering from the jungle. In the dream state. Huh? And in the dream state, I am suffering that I am this. Actually, I am not in the jungle. I am in the in my own house. I am sleeping on my bed. Now, it is not that this person who's lost in the jungle, he has to go to pralay to get liberated from the dream. He doesn't need a dream pralay to be liberated. That in the dream pralay will come. Pralay will be temporary cessation of these activities. In the dream, there is supposing creation and dissolution is going. Then there is one disciple in the dream. He talks to that Swamiji in the dream. His name is Swami Brahmananda. And he asks Swami Brahmananda that please tell me, Swamiji, please tell me that there are two kinds of people in the dream, ignorant and knowledgeable person. Supposing in the dream pralay happens, this knowledgeable person also goes in the pralay and ignorant also goes in the pralay. Well, yes. Now pralay means going into cause and therefore he should merge. If he merges, then a jnani will anyway have mukti, and jnani anyway will have. So why should I put effort? If he doesn't merge as you say, then it will not be a cause. So he is associating the liberation and bondage by merging and non-merging in the pralay. Then Swami Brahmananda said, "Bhai, listen, one thing. You cannot be liberated by the dream, in the dream, just because you go in the pralay. Because there is a pure consciousness which is all pervading in the dream. You forget that. And you are identified with your own body and you are acting as a jeev that I am such and such. I am running around, this is a jungle that is there. That is your big problem is there. Pralay will only, please note, make your activities unmanifest. Your subtle body, gross and causal body will be there in pralay. Pralay has no opposition with ignorance. Pralay has opposition with activity. Pralay is no problem with ignorance as such. Ignorance is put in the freezer. That is the only thing that happens in the pralay. It's in the deep frozen state. And the consciousness is there. So again, in the dream, there are two states in the dream. Dream pralay and dream srishti. And you will again, because you don't know, you think, you don't know that total consciousness and dream drishta, you don't know the waker. Therefore, it is a temporary cessation. It is not that you are totally merging in Brahman and here you are coming out of Brahman. It is not like that. I hope you have understood some more. More light is thrown on this topic. Now, when he crosses, he again studies Vedanta in the dream. Who? Student. And teacher says, Etam annamayam atmanam upasankramati. He crosses this annamaya atma. Pranamaya yesterday I already showed. Crosses means he is grown over that identity that I am this person. or I am a dynamic person, or I am an emotional person, or I am a notional person, or I am a tendential person. And then what? That Swamiji says, that original Anand what you have, and original Anand which dream Hiranyagarbha has, is one only. You alone are here. So this knowledge alone is surety. He is liberated now by knowledge. Knowledge has not to do anything with the Srishti and Pralaya. And he is not really merging. He is merging not into Brahman. He is merging. You cannot merge in Brahman. Anyway, you are in Brahman. How can you merge in something which you are already there? You can merge in something which you are not. You are already there. If you merge in Brahman, Brahman will be separate, then you are there, Brahman. You are merging into unmanifest. So on the Brahman, unmanifest and manifest, these two things are coming and going. And you are having two states. One is what? Dormant, ignorant. Another is active, ignorant personality. While you are in deep sleep, you are in dormant, ignorant personality. While you are in awake, you are an active, ignorant personality. There are two states you have. So going back into merging has no relation with the liberation actually. I hope this analogy is little clear to you, and that answer is there. And therefore, it is the knowledge which is important and not the merging. Then he got realized. Who? Student. Well, then what happened to Swamiji there? There is no Swamiji after that because he alone is there. So, now both the questions are sorted out. Again, both the questions are clarified. You need lot of discussion, lot of thinking, lot of talks, lot of deliberation, lot of listening. It's not a simple matter. It's a little, and complication is there because already we are conditioned by the thinking. Already we have a wrong thinking, therefore a right thinking is difficult to. Unwinding is always a difficult process. It is unwinding of the thinking. Now I am coming to the last portion because today we have to complete. What is the last portion? See, 9th Anuvag. Yato vacho nivartante. You got it? Last portion did not get. Yataha. And this is mentioned. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. So it is said here. So this is said in Rig mantra. Rig mantra. Tadapyesha shloko bhavati. So sarvasya asya prakaranasya anandavalyarthasya sankshepatah prakashanaya esha mantro bhavati. Now summary of the whole Brahmananda Valli is given in the last mantra, 9th Anuvag, from where you say Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Swami Abhedananda used to put in a lighter vein. He used to say that all these speech, Vani, they are ladies. And they wanted to meet Brahman or Anand. So they say, how should I go and meet because I am girl? So earlier in the king's area, there used to be eunuch were there, eunuch. बोले चलो भाई मन को पकड़ते हैं. Mind is eunuch. So they बोले चलो let us go to Brahman. ये Brahman and ladies called Vani etc. Speech is a lady. Vach is Striling. So They, along with the man, they went to know Brahman. चलो भाई देखते हैं कैसा है वो. Let us see how is it. मिल कर आते हैं. मिल तो ले उनसे एक बार, जाने के पहले मिल तो ले. Let me meet. But both returned. They could not get him. Why? Speech can't objectify it. Neither mind can objectify it. Aprapya manasa saha. Why can't speech can act in the area? Don't forget, which has jati. Jati means some shape is there. Second thing, speech can act which has kriya. Third, which has sambandh. Fourth, rudhi. Remember that? Which has dravya, guna, jati, kriya. It has sambandh, jati, rudhi. Speech cannot, I have already mentioned about this earlier. You cannot talk about something which does not have any form. You cannot, speech means something it tries to objectify. Right? बोले what he does, what is his kriya, संबंध क्या है? क्रिया नाम, रूप, जाति, जाति, क्रिया, रूढ़ी, संबंध और गुण. One was गुण. So jati is there, jati is there, gun is there, kriya is there, sambandh is there, rudi is there. Speech has entry into 5 areas. Will again say, what is the shape? Either you tell the shape. Jati doesn't mean Brahman, Kshatriya. Jati means what is the shape? Akar Vyangaka jati, like Pashu jati. Like bird jati, like animal jati. So something which does not have a shape, how will you talk about? Then said that it is having gun. What is the quality? Well, he is very good singer. She is very good in cooking. That you don't need jati. Then third is sambandh. What is the relation? Well, he is my father. He is my father's brother, he is my uncle. I call him Kaka. Kaka they call him. Kaka? Achha, Kaka is there. Ab Brahman is not the Kaka. So how will you mention that? Sambandh. There is no rudhi that everybody is calling son, everybody sees and call. Because Brahman has no jati, because it has no shape. If it has shape, then it will become finite. If it has quality, every quality modifies, and quality is dependent on something else. Like I say, good. Who is good? Nothing was good. What goodness what? Nothing. It's absurd then. Tea is good, person is good, weather is good, your jacket is good. What is good? Nothing is good. So if you say Brahman is good, the problem will be you need some other thing to prove it now. And one quality is always against another quality. If Brahman is good, then who will be bad? Then it will make it finite. So Brahman is the illuminator of good and bad both. Third thing, हो गया ना, जाति, गुण, क्रिया, संबंध. Brahman can't be relative. Because for relation you have to have two. And Brahman can't be rudhi because everybody sees the same thing. Because Brahman does not have these 5 things. Therefore there is no possibility of speech objective. हम बोले तो क्या बोले उसके बारे में? यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मनसा सह. Is it clear? Not clear. Acha. Don't think I cannot talk about them because I don't know anything. There are 2 ways you don't talk about something. One thing I don't know about anything, therefore I cannot talk about. We'll talk about the economical condition of the world. Well, I don't know. Economics is not my subject. I can't talk anything about that. We can talk about how the automobile functions. Eh? Automobile, how the car functions. Whose car? Anybody's car. Why by petrol? No, not by petrol. After putting the petrol, what it moves mechanically and how it propels the wheels. Well, let's see. I just know how to drive the car. I don't know all these things. So something is existing and then you don't, because you are ignorant, therefore you can't talk about that. But this is not talking about that. Yato vacho nivartante apraapya manasasa. And we are habituated to conceptualizing, objectifying. बोले ब्रह्मन कुछ तो है उसमें. Some shape है, कुछ तो है. Brahman is very sweet. देखो इससे मत बोलो sweetness. He is very cute. No cute. Not cute and not sweet. Don't say such word. ऐसी बात क्यों कर रहे हो? उसमें गुण कहां से डाल दिया तुमने? Because if it is sweet, it won't be bitter. Then it will become finite. Every quality negates something. So, yito vacho nivartante, and mind will objectify. Aprapya manasa saha. I'll take you to the bhashya. 1-2 lines I will say because my time is getting over now. But it will be completed. It is completed. Don't worry. Well, I thought it won't be completed. No, don't think like that. What is written here? See the word here. Dravyadi savikalp vastu vishayani vastu samanyat. Dravyadi, you got the light? Dravyadi vastu vishayani. Dravyadi means? Adi means? Adi means all four. Gun, jati, kriya, etc. That is called vikalp. Vastu samanyat. Vastu samanyat means this is taking as one of the object of the world. Like everything has these 5 qualities. These 5 things everything has in this world. Anything in this world will be dravya, will have gun, jati, kriya, rudi, sambandh. Anything. And this tendency that you have with anything, you try to impose on Brahman. Because your habit is like that. Nirvikalpe advaya api brahmani prayoktrbhi prakashanaya prayujyamana. This you are superimposing on that Brahman. Prayujyamanani aprapya prakashaiva nivartante. So, nivartante, because speech and mind, they wanted to illuminate. So, aprapya, prayujyamanani, aprapya, they could not objectify. Who? Speech and mind. Nivartante. Nivartante doesn't mean that literally they came back. Swa samarthyat hiyante. They said it is not in my, it is not possible. I can't objectify. I cannot describe that. I cannot describe that. So this is mentioned here by the word. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. So wherever there is a pravritti, Bhashkar writes, Tacha yatra abhidanam pravrittam. Wherever there is a name, indriyapyarthe tadarthe cha pravartante prakashanaya. Sense organ are illuminating something, that this is a flower. So wherever there is a pravritti, mind will be there and sense organ will always be there. Sense organ is there, mind is there. Yatracha vijnanam, because mind is thinking that flower is blue. Now mind is thinking something and therefore I can verbalize it. I can make it out that flower is blue. Now I can talk about that. So first mind conceives something, then the speech tries to give the words to that in different language. So tasmat saha eva mang manasayoho abhidhan pratyayoho pravritti sarvatra. Therefore mind and speech will always be together. And supposing you don't talk, then you will talk internally only. If you can't talk, if you have nobody outside to talk, internally you will keep on thinking, I don't like this person. And sometimes you can have monologue also. In the room you talk, I don't like that guy. Let him go. But you all must have done monologue. In the room you are talking alone. Somebody comes out, he said, what happened? Very sorry. No, I'm not. You're talking to me? You feel embarrassed that. The first sa word has been used. Aprapya manasa saha. Okay. Time to come here. Tasmat ब्रह्म प्रकाशनाय सर्वथा प्रयुक्तृभिः प्रयुज्यमानः अपि वाचः यस्माद् अप्रत्यय विषया अनअभिधेयात् अदृश्यादि विशेषणात् सहैव मनसा विज्ञानेन सर्व प्रकाशन समर्थेन निवर्तन्ते. And therefore mind and speech, because it is not the Brahman is not something which you can get in the bag of thought. ऐसा है, लाल है, पीला है, भागा है, Brahman भाग गया. You can't put into words. You can't. It is yellow, it is blue, it is light, it is very, very, hazy. You cannot do that with the Brahman. Bole, bhai, I have understood it. No, you have not understood it. You have to get convinced over it. What will happen if I get convinced over this point? Supposing I get convinced over this point, what will happen? My sorrow will go away. Of course. Why? Because you are not sorrow. You cannot be. It is about you. Brahman is not about some chachaji. It is you I am talking about that. Then you cannot say I am sad, I am heavy, I am light, I am father, I am son. You are constantly conceptualizing yourself. And this is the one which cannot be conceptualized. It is not talking about something else in some space. I am talking about you. Oh. That means I, the personal I which is there, that is beyond the speech. Of course. Oh. And by that, what you are saying, it is beyond the speech. I am telling because it is beyond the speech, therefore it should be infinite. It should be limitless. Then you cannot say I am father, mother. And you cannot say I have good quality, I am very good singer. Or I am very good dancer. Or I am very good writer. It is for you I am talking about that. You can't have quality. You can't have action. You can't have sambandh. You cannot say I am the uncle. You cannot say I am the mother. Oh. And you cannot say I am this body. I am a very smart person. You cannot say. You may have a smart phone, but not smart person. Neither you are a Rudy. I am talking about you. It is not some novel going on. I hope you're understanding that. Oh, and therefore to read it and understand, they used to go to Himalayas. Why? Because after listening, you need a time to accept it, internalize it. You need some space. Here, by the time you understand, again you have to work. You become worker now. Again you have to act as a father. And I forget I'm doing the acting. Instead of being rolled, I'm identified. So this is an important point. Okay, I understand that. Achha, next word. Anandam Brahmano Vidwan. Brahmana Anandam. Anand Vidwan. Brahmana Anand. The Anand of Brahman, it was Brahmananda, if you remember that. Anandam. Who has that Anand? Shrotriyasya avrijanasya akamatasya sarveshana vinurmuktasya atmabhutam vishay sambandha vinirmuktam. Their enjoyer and enjoyed difference was not there. Yesterday, if you remember Brahmananda, it is not the Bimbanand. It is not the reflected, he is not talking of the reflected Anand, which we say that I am happy. Moment you say I am happy, then happiness is adjective of I. It is a dependent. When the happiness is dependent on me, I am different, happy thing is different. Both are two different things. I am happy, tomorrow I may not be happy. Right now I am happy, but tomorrow I may not be happy. What is your name? Happy. Happy is a name, by the way. In Punjabis I have heard not happy. Here also is there. Blacks may have that name, happy, beauty. Huh? समझे? हैप्पी नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. विषय विषय संबंध विनिर्मुक्त स्वाभाविकम नित्यम अभिव्यक्तम अविभक्तम. There is no enjoyed difference in this. I am happiness. Oh, Vidwan. Vidwan means one who knows this, claims that this I am Anand without objectification. Vidwan. Acha. Then what happens? Na bibeti kada kutaschaneti. He is not scared or he has no fear from anybody. Why? Nimitta bhavat. There is other than him, nothing else is there. Because he is limitless, nothing else will be there. Along with limitless, nothing else is there to make him fearful. Everything else will be mithya, then false. With unlimited, anything else will be false only. Oh, nahi tasmat vidusha anyat vastu antaram asti bhinnam yato viveti. There is nothing else other than him. Okay. Only 1 minute. Can I give you one small point? You said Brahman, there is no name. Then what is the consciousness name? Atma name. After all, these are also the names. So you said the words don't go there. But Chaitanya, Atma, consciousness, Purnam, all these are names. What about this, sir? These are also the names for the Brahman only. My dear, these names are not the direct names. Means I say flower. So there is something you can say flower is there. Then Brahman you cannot say. No. Listen, first listen, then ask the question. Don't interrupt in between. When I use the word Brahman, it is atad vritti vyavartakatvat pramanatvam. It is removing what Brahman is not. It is not illuminating what Brahman. It is not illuminator of Brahman. The words are not illuminator. Words are vyavartak. When I say Brahman, anything which is limited, that is it. What is not, that is being called as Brahman. There is no object called Brahman. If you are not understanding, please, you can come in my room and any problem, any questions you have, don't hesitate, please talk to each other. Before you discuss among each other, don't ask. Many are there, Madhvi is there, she can give you the answer. Gauri is also there, she can give you the answer. Kriti is there, Sierra of course is there, all of you, all knowledgeable people are around. Vijay Lakshmi is there, she's put on the cross. What is a shawl or what, I don't know. Shawl? No? Okay. So you can ask any question, Stanley knows all that thing. Stanley has come when laughter has come back. I'm telling you, there is such beautiful points are there that you will be stunned. But you need the God's grace to understand Vedanta. Special grace of God. Anyway, so what is written here? Please see, na bibheti kutaschaneti. He is not having fear. Remember that about fear we talked a lot in Manomaya Atma. Now it is said here, what is said here? Why fear is there? Fear is because you see something other than you which can limit you, which can constrict you. I had already talked a lot about fear. When only you are seeing yourself, fear is not there. There can be emotional fear, there can be physical fear, there is intellectual fear, and there is ego fear. There is a physical fear. Doctor said, you have developed a very high level of cholesterol and your cholesterol is not coming down. So there is high chances of heart attack. And therefore you have to go for what is called angioplast. Huh? Angio. Well, I have to go for angiogram. No, you have to go for open heart surgery. See, I can open my mouth. No, I am talking, you have to have open heart surgery. Because the case has gone quite bad. And don't climb the steps too much because you'll start fainting because you don't have any strength in your heart. So you need to take your life easy. So I have to go for heart surgery. Yes, a physical pain is. Fear is there. I don't know how the heart surgery will be there. Emotional pain. Whom I loving, he may run away. Or he may start loving somebody else. Hope I still have a place. I should not be neglected by him. I should have a place. I will make a place in his heart. ये fear हो गया. Second fear is there. Fear is there. I hope somebody will talk to me. He may not go without talking. So then ये fear हो गया. I want to talk to that about topic. I'm since so long I'm thinking. So this is another fear is there. Emotional fear is there. Intellectual fear is there. You know what is intellectual fear? That what my notion, hope he doesn't negate it. Where my faith is there, you should not say anything to my faith. Intellectual fear is there. Ego fear is there. I will not go to him because in front of everybody he cuts me down. This is ego fear is there. You don't know what layers of personalities we have. And why all these problems are there? Because I am seated there. I am in Annamaya Atma. I am in Manomaya Atma. I am in Vijnanmaya Atma. उसको बोलते रहो क्या फर्क पड़ता हमको. Somebody was trying to kill one king. You cut him into pieces, he was not being killed. Then somebody says because his Atma is in that parrot which is on the tree. Unless you shoot the parrot, this king cannot be killed. So all these things are bodies. It is not there. Therefore, he has no fear because he is not inside body, inside emotion, inside intellect, and inside Anandmaya Atma. They are incidental. It's not intrinsic. I hope you are understanding. Na bibeti kutaschaneti. His fear is not there because of anybody else. He is situated somebody else. It is like the house you have sold. You have sold your old house, supposing. Now after selling the house, his painting is going on. House is painted, not painted. Or somebody else has entered the house and living. I have already sold the house, don't talk. Somebody is living, it's not my business now. It's not my concern. What is left, you are not worried about that. You have sold your own old car. Who is using, how is he using, that car was hijacked. I'm not concerned about that. It is no longer my car. What it matters to me? What you have left. And you have transcended and falsified that. What does it matter there? This is the why. There is no fear because he's not seated on these personalities. Na bibeti. Just a word of caution. If you see, na bibeti kutaschaneti. If you go to Manomaya Atma, page 24. Na bibeti kadachaneti. Last paragraph you see. Last paragraph, second line. You saw that? It is written na bibeti kadachaneti. In the mantra pushpam. Where is your mantra pushpam? Please see. Well, who will pick up? इतनी मेहनत कौन करे वहां से उठाना पड़ेगा. You make me do a lot of hard work. Mantra Pushpam, you see 24th page, last paragraph, second line you see, Yato Vacho Nivartante, Aprapya Manasa Saha, Anandam Brahmano Vidva, Na Bibeti Kadachaneti. And here it is written, Na Bibeti Kutaschaneti. Both are different. Of course, Kutaschaneti means he is not scared from anybody. And Kadachaneti means at any time. Then what is the difference between two kind of fearlessnesses there? There are two kind of fearlessnesses there. So that was the fearlessness because of upasana. And this is fearlessness because of knowledge. Kutaschaneti means from anybody. And Kadachaneti means at any time. So earlier portion was, Dvaitam was not negated, only fear was negated. And now Dvaitam and fear both is negated. So this is more pakka. That was because of devotion I am fearless. Here because of knowledge I am fearless. And anytime devotion is less, again you will have fear there. Therefore I am saying not pakka. But knowledge is pakka. After that it is like that only. So bhaya roop samsara nivritti is there. Achha. Okay. I understand. Na bibeti kutaschaneti. That means there is no cause because all duality is falsified. Well, I understand everything. That is not. But supposing a snake comes, how he can be fearless? This I can't understand. I mean, Jnani, he has become Jnani. I understand, I have no fear about the future, about the career, about the diseases, I understand. But Jnani is not scared of snake. I can't still understand and digest this one. Because it says, it is like that. Supposing you are in the dream, and dream snake comes. Then how can you be scared of that? You know that it is a dream. Because you put yourself in a body and you think that this body will be hurt by that. And if you know that I am all pervading consciousness in the dream, and then you will think this is also false, this is also false, one false is crawling over another false, I have nothing to do with it. It needs little kind of, what shall I say, disidentification during the time of listening, at least to understand Vedanta. Okay. Now last point is there. The student says, Nanu. Generally, Gurudev, fear is there because I have not done something good or I have done something wrong. Two causes are there of the fear. So, Kim ham sadhu na karvam. Why I did not do right thing? Why I did not study Gita from my childhood? Why didn't I study Ramayana? Why didn't I by heart certain shlokas? Why I don't make notes? Why I was not on time? Or Kim ham, why I did the sin? Kim ham papam akarvam iti. See both the words? Why I am angry person? Why I am a passionate person? Why I spoiled my character? Why I lied to him? Why I did wrong? Why I shouted on him? Why I overslept? So there are two reasons for your fear. Are you understanding this? If you are understanding, then it is very good. That is called omissions and commissions. Achha. As a karta, I may have hurt others. And as a bhokta, I may have got hurt by others. He doesn't have this. No. Both the things. You know why he has not done anything wrong. It's not like that he has not done anything wrong. Then he also may have done wrong. Of course, only Bhagwan doesn't do anything wrong. Then, because he has transcended his wrongdoer, doer and enjoyer are false in his eyes. Like you are not glorifying that in the dream, I hit a goal. It was a self goal. In the dream, I had hit a century. I am very proud. I am going to the government to get the prize that I had hit the century. When doer is falsified or enjoyer is falsified, so he has no guilt there. Live a life, you have minimum guilt. You cannot have zero guilt. Very difficult. But minimize that. And anything can give you guilt. Whether it is oversleeping, overeating, shouting, wrong emotion. Maximum guilt comes by calm and krodh. Initially. After that, guilt will come by not remembering the God and not trusting the God totally. After that, guilt will come by not knowing the knowledge of the self. There are 3 tiers of guilt. Oh my God. ऐसे सब चीज पे गिल्ट नहीं आता. बोले I did जब I have a guilt. No, you don't have guilt. I have come in satsang, I have guilt. No. You will have no guilt why I came in satsang. If you don't come, then you will have guilt. If you don't listen, if you sleep, then you will have guilt. So, please get out of 3 areas of guilt. First is wrong, bad character, uncontrolled nature. Second is unfaithful nature. And third is ignorant nature. There are 3 sets from which guilt comes. Uncontrolled means it may be calm, krodh, irsha, dvesh, rag, over talking to somebody, backbiting for somebody, seeing faults in others, putting yourself on a track and things I am behind him. All these things will create a guilt when you study the scriptures especially. You will feel I have spoiled myself. Second guilt comes when you are not committed to God and Guru. He said, I'm not very good person. I'm not very committed. Swamiji, I could do everything. I have heard all these things. But I could not dissolve myself. I couldn't forget and dissolve in the Guru and God. This is my guilt of my life. हम किसी की पूरी तरह नहीं हो पाए. I could not be totally surrendered. My surrender was always partial. And partial surrender is no surrender. Like doctor, patient listens partially to doctor. That means it is more dangerous. Because if partial, it will not treat him. Or she is a partial wife. Only 12 hours she remains. After that we don't know where she goes. This will not help. This will create a problem. So partial surrender won't work. Unless you have offered completely, your guilt won't go. हम पूरी तरह हो नहीं पाए किसी के. हम किसी को बहुत खुश नहीं कर पाए. I could not make anybody very happy in this whole Brahmand. Neither my father, neither my mother, neither my teacher. कोई बहुत खुश नहीं रहा हमसे कभी. This all other guilt is there. It was not a source of big joy for anybody because I never gave myself totally. And third set of guilt is I am ignorant. My life is passing away and I have not known the self, and definitely I will have the new birth. He does not have either of that guilt. And what he says? Isaya evam vidvan ete atmanagna sprunute. So, this ete, this he, saya evam vidvan ete, this good and bad, this sadhu or sadhu tap hetu, why I did not do and why I did. Atmanam is prunute. What is written here? He says, by falsifying that, Atmanam, he pleases the self, he satisfies the self, because he sees both pap and pun on him, falls on him. That is called sprunute. Sprunute means pleases, satisfies himself, strengthens himself. Ubhe ye vesheti atmanagna sprunute. Like a screen is seeing the film on itself. Moment the screen sees the film on himself, please note my point. Then good and bad, Jnani will not have a guilt because both are falsified in him. It is in his soul. After the Gyan is there, then there is nothing called good action, bad action. Then it is all him. Acha. So, this way, twice it is written, Ya evam Veda. So, this Pap Punya doesn't create a new. Gurudev used to bring out anger, but he had no guilt of bringing out anger. This is not a cause. It's like the roasted grams. Roasted grams will nourish but not germinate. So his pap fund will not germinate into something. When Mohini Avatar happened, I told you, Shivji said, please show me that Mohini Avatar. I remember that. And when Shivji ran and embraced that Mohini, but he had no guilt. Why? Because he is already established in his nature and this was just a leela for him. It is like you are doing leela of loving yourself. You are touching, oh, so nice hand you are. It is like that. There is no reality in it. He has already falsified that. Shivji has with his third eye his burned calm. And he knows that world is false. So he is running, for him Mohini is false. And embracing is false. And he is already the Atma. He laughed after that. If you read Bhagavad, he laughed a lot. Like you do a very good role and very nicely, and after that you laugh, see nicely, so nicely I cried. I hope you are understanding that. He's seeing on himself only. Okay. And therefore, for the Jnani's angle, certain action you may like, it may not be for you. What Jnani? Therefore, Jnani's life is not worth, all the time is not worth emulating. Therefore, I always say Krishna Leela is not worth emulating everything. It is Chintani Leela Mini. It is for contemplating. It is for meditating. It is not for following everything. Oh, for him it is nothing there. He is living there, he is living with 16,000 wives, nothing. But not one calm will come in him because he himself is there. He is doing Ras Leela also. And if you see Ras Leela portion, sometimes he will hold the hand, sometimes he will hold the hair, sometimes he will embrace, sometimes he will touch the hand, sometimes he will touch the waist, sometimes he will embrace. But please note, he is not human being. He is the self of all. And who is he? Is the Gopi. Gopi is Krishna, Krishna is Gopi. And therefore, for him there is no guilt that calm had come. Calm will not come. And therefore Shukdev ji uses a very good metaphor there. He says, like a child plays with his reflection in the mirror. Similarly, Bhagavan was playing with gopis. There is no reality in it. Because reality is only oneself. And unless you have this knowledge, and you read Ras Leela, you will be more confused. So this completes the second Valli. Twice it has been said, Ubhe ye veshayate atma nagam uspurnate. Uspurnate means he strengthens, he satisfies himself. He is very happy, he pleases himself that nothing touches me. Namam karmani limpanti name karm phales praha. Parayam shreya asyam nishannamiti. He is established in the Param Shreya only. I hope this point is clear. And this completes the second Valli. We will see the third Valli next later on. Maybe in SUP or so, we don't know where we'll see, but we'll see something. Please revise it. It's beautiful, most important Valli of second of Taittiriya Upanishad. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari